At Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
In motion left goes a tight end. They go play action now. Jackson.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They're such a talented team in defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Farrell, that got in there to bring him down. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him to get it done now?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack.
Make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson now.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Niners 1st down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
End of the 1st quarter with no score.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to get amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
That is caught. Touchdown! George Kittle, 27 yards. And the Niners post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now it's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage,
now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Jackson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid
this time doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
Taking a shot for Samuel.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half. Purdy.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Play action, now Purdy. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make a jump.
There he goes, right side.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
44 yards. And the
honest, when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half, but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jackson.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy off the play fake.
On the move to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Cleveland Farrell bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
That's going deep for Bateman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 71 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught by Kittle. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Purdy.
Open man is Samuel, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry up.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Forced out to his left.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Now Purdy.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here now, 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes 2nd down. Jackson to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Ravens 21, 49ers 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Purdy to throw.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So just nowhere to escape the pressure that time. He goes down for a safety, and that should all but do it here in this one.
Yeah, they put up a good fight, but you're right. Now they have to kick it away, and this one definitely looks like a lost cause.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Watch out for Hill on the return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch. All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake.
Yeah, sure, without a doubt. Because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball in additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you're talking about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home. In the old days, you had to wait to get the video for